Hey guys, George at SoundTraxx here. This week we're going to show you how easy consisting is using SoundTraxx's new Blunami decoder in your models. So let's get started. Okay guys, today we're going to talk about consisting with Blunami. We're going to show you how quick and easy it really is. So first off, we've got control of our two locomotives using our Blunami app in our iPad here on the table. Now at the moment I have both of these locomotives muted, so let's go ahead and unmute the locomotives. So we're going to go ahead and pull our menu screen out. We're going to unmute. This is our Milwaukee Road number 18. Now we click this little button here, we can scroll over to the next control, which is our Missouri Pacific SD40. We're going to go ahead and hit mute. Now you can see that both locomotives are actually up and running. Now I have independent control, so right now I'm actually running this Missouri Pacific SD40, so I can control my speed. You can see that I'm moving in reverse, and I've coupled now onto my Milwaukee Road 18. So we're going to prove that we're coupled, and we are coupled. So now we're going to show you just how quick and easy it is to consist. Now down here in the lower part of our screen we have a little icon with a chain link, and that's going to be our consisting button. So we simply push that, and you have four choices. You have A, B, C, and D. So I'm going to go ahead and push consist A. Now you'll notice on my screen here, you'll see that we're linked to consist A. Now when I go over to my Milwaukee Road, I just do the same thing. Click on my chain link, and I'm going to click consist A. Whoops, consist A. And now you're going to notice that my control pad has actually gone away. And you see two choices here. You see rear loco facing forward. Now as you can see, these locomotives are back to back, so we're going to press that. We're going to change that to say facing backwards. That's it. We're consisted. So now we're going to go ahead and make sure our Mopac SD40 is moving forward. We're going to go ahead and increase the speed. And you're going to see that these two locomotives now are running together. The horn and the bell are coming out of the SD40, not the E8. But when I change directions, let's say I'm at the end of my run, now I want to have this guy become the lead. Well, on our screen you see a button there that says make lead. So we're going to go ahead and press that, and what that does is you'll notice now that our control has gone under the Milwaukee Road 18. So now when I blow the horn, you can hear the horn coming out of the Milwaukee Road, not the Missouri Pacific. So now we're going to go ahead and make sure we're in the forward direction. We're going to go ahead and start moving forward. And you'll see now that these locomotives are now moving back, technically forward, because our Milwaukee Road is now the lead. Now, one thing you'll want to do is when you go down here in the settings menu, we're going to go down here to the consist settings. So you see consist functions listed here. We go ahead and push that, and you're going to see a lead, middle, and rear locomotive. Now what this is going to do, this is going to allow you to go through and set up which functions are going to be enabled in which locomotives based on its position in the consist. You simply click the button back and forth if you want it on or off, and then you can go from lead loco to mid to trailing. So if you're like me and you add a lot of lights into your locomotive, things like step lights that you'll want on all of the units, you can actually scroll up here and you can see which lighting effects would be turned on and off. Just like that. So in our consist here today, we only have a lead and trailing unit. Now if you had a middle unit, again, you would go back and you go to your consist settings and you'd see your middle loco functions. And this is where you would pay attention. Now, the good news is you can have any number of middle locomotives. So when we go back to our consist settings, you'll see here on our menu where it says rear loco, we can simply change that to a middle loco, and now we know it sits in the middle of our consist somewhere, and we can determine which way it's facing, forward or backward. You'll notice when we do that, our make lead button disappears, because a middle locomotive is in the middle of our consist, and so there is no ability to make a lead. Now, if you were to drop a couple of consist locomotives in your operations, let's say you had some helpers. Well, let's say you drop the two locomotives off. Well, we can simply come in here, click rear loco, and now it's our rear locomotive again. That's simple. And then you'll notice that our make lead button has come back. So now we go back again, we have our horn, we come back over here, we make it the lead, and now we blow our horn. Now you can see that this locomotive is our lead. It's that simple. So now with our consist, you have a couple of ways you can look at this. First off, we have our main screen, and this is where we access all of our functions. So you can push this out, and again, access all of our functions quick and easy with the side menu. Now, if you want to see and run multiple trains together, you can go down to this Multitrain View down here. So when we go to Multitrain View, now you can see that there are multiple throttles, and you can quickly see which ones are in consist A, which ones are in consist B, C, or D, and so on. Now, you'll notice that you still have the same make lead, but you don't have access to all the 28 functions from this throttle. So if you're just running the horn, we want to run our locomotives back and forth. Now I can change control by simply pushing make lead, and you'll notice that everything switches. Now when I blow the horn, it's coming out of the Milwaukee Road E8. Now if you want to drop a locomotive out of the consist, you simply uncheck, and now we have independent control of our locomotives independently. We're going to go ahead and join them back in, make a consist, and we've got our function control again. We'll go back to standard, and you'll notice that now when I pull out my menu and I go ahead and push the mute button, both of the decoders mute up quickly. Now where this really shines is you can have any number of locomotives built in your consist. So if you just have 2, this is great. If you want to run 6, 7, 8 locomotives in your consist all together at the same time, just simply add them to consist A. You have an unlimited number of locomotives you're able to control with the app. You also have an unlimited number of locomotives you can put into a single consist. So this way you can have 4, 5, 6, 8 locomotives on the lead. You can put 2 pushing helpers, add them on the fly, simply just by adding them in with your consist button. So you can see how really cool and exciting that consisting is, because we don't have to worry about memory slots because the app is talking directly to the decoders. So again, we're not relying on the DCC system and its limitations. Now, for more information, please visit our website at SoundTraxx.com. Be sure to check out the brand new Blunami at your stores today.